what is an NFT? I want to really break this down so people, if we do have any new viewers out there, they understand, hey, this is what it is, and this is what it does, what it can do for me. So, do you wanna kick this off?
I've tried to explain it to a lot of my friends who have no idea what an NFT is, and a lot of my friends, they ask, "Oh, what do you do for work now?" And it's like, I ask them first, I'm like, "Do you know what an NFT is?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "I'm not even gonna bother trying to explain it. Just know that I'm in the media." But the best way for me to explain it, in the way that it's kind of worked, is I give people the example of Bitcoin, because everybody knows Bitcoin.
Yep.
And I say, I have a Bitcoin and you have a Bitcoin. Bitcoin's profit, like worth, is like $2,000, for example.
Yep.
They're both worth $2,000. But with an NFT it's just like if I have an NFT, you have an NFT from the same collection. Mine could be worth $100,000. Yours can be worth $10,000 or so.
Okay, this is a perfect example to show how truly hard it is to describe what an NFT is, because honestly, that was a terrible definition.
That's the thing, is
it's so hard to put into words in some new technology like this. So let me take my stab at this, and
go for it.
Cody, I'll let you get your thoughts together, and we'll send it to you next. So if we really want to put it into what it stands for, it's non-fungible token.
Yeah.
As we know, people don't even know what the word fungible means. So let's put it into super layman's terms. If we look at Fortnite, all of the skins in Fortnite, there's pretty much unlimited of them. Those are not non-fungible because you don't actually own that skin. So the easiest way, and a lot of people get confused because of the digital art aspect, it's basically a digital certificate of authenticity. That's the easiest way I look at it, where it's basically, if you're buying, it could be a serial number, you're buying a certificate that says you own this, and it's all on the blockchain, which obviously we can go into what the blockchain is, but it's basically just like an online database of who owns it, who owned it last, what it sold for, all that. It's just super in-depth history. And basically, you're purchasing a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah. That's
attached to a piece of art. It's always attached to a piece of art for the most part, and then that has utilities to it as well. Cody, let's get your definition of this and how you consider what you consider an NFT.
I'm going to build off of what you said, Shane, because I definitely know you hit a lot of good points, and I agree with you on like that, right? Digital aspect and the art, we're going to leave to the side. Like you said, digital receipt. That is pretty much what it is. It's the receipt saying, hey, you actually own what you technically bought. Now, just to hit into a little blockchain for that too, is the blockchain is, like you said, like the receipt you would get at any store, but everyone could see that receipt, and it's everybody's receipt. So this quick example of that. So NFT, right? Non-fungible token.
Well, let's go into that real quick, just so everyone knows, if you're not familiar. Anything that is purchased on the blockchain, like Cody said, it's a receipt for everyone. So anyone could access. You can type in their wallet address if you have that address, and you can pull up all of their transactions, who they sent it to, what they paid, what the gas fee was, everything. It's very in-depth.
Well, if you think about it, though, that's kind of scary, because it's like, it's kind of a violation of privacy if you really think about it. I get it.
Everything's decentralized.
I get it that you kind of want to show it off once you do purchase it. A lot of people like to do that, but it's like if I buy one NFT and it's like, I really just, I want it for me, people being able to look up my wallet address and see that I purchased that NFT, what I purchased it for, and all this kind of stuff. It's a little scary.
I get it, and that's what a lot of people like about it, is that it's decentralized. So Cody,
very valid argument.
Go back to your point.
So getting back to my point, pretty much, right? So that's the whole blockchain portion of it, and it's your digital receipt. Now, the NFT non-fungible token part, it's the art aspect that no one gets, and it's like, because it's all different, and it's, here's a cow, here's a frog, we get it, animals, stuff like that, Bored Ape Yacht Club, a lot of apes. Ignoring, like you said, ignoring the art aspect of it, it could be anything. You could tie it to any kind of document, say a medical document, right? Obviously, you won't show that, but it's like, hey, here's your receipt of this. now you physically own it, and like Nick said, anyone could see that receipt. Everyone could see that you own this now, and no one can copy that exact one because it's a digital code of 20 or so different characters, if not more, and it's very encrypted like that, but it's still decentralized where people could view and see, oh, hey, this person with this wallet owns exactly that. And that's the whole point of it. It's all about ownership.
Exactly.
And that's what NFTs technically are. Obviously, people are stuck on that gimmicky, like, oh, it's just art and stuff like that. It's just misconceptions. Yeah.
They're caught on the art aspect. And that's what, I mean, eventually I personally think, and we'll get into this as we dive into this conversation a little bit more, I think we're going to shift away from the art and see more certificates of authenticity for signed jerseys, things like that. Maybe car titles for cars, deeds, all that stuff.